What's going on, guys? The July sale's almost over. There's only like 10 days left, so I thought I better be pumping these recommendation videos out if I'm going to do it now, because now's the time. So coming up, I don't know how many I have here, I guess 5 or 6, but I'm going to give you guys a couple more Criterion suggestions for you guys to buy this sale. Up first is an awesome Hollywood adventure movie starring Steve McQueen. It's 1963's The Great Escape, which is a pretty famous movie, which I don't see many people talking about this one in the collection, and it kind of got released and like nobody talks about it, but guys, The Great Escape's in the collection, and it's one of the best like old Hollywood adventure movies out there. It's over 3 hours long, I think, and it has so many famous actors from the era. Like, this is just pure Hollywood, and it's a must-own in your Criterion collection if you care anything about 60s cinema. And what's pretty cool is the transfer for the new restoration that Criterion did was done from the original prints owned by Martin Scorsese and also a print owned by Quentin Tarantino. So it's pretty cool that Criterion got a hold of Scorsese's print of this movie and Tarantino's print of this movie to make this restoration. The next film I'm recommending is a French film by Jacques Demy. I probably butchered that name, but Jacques Demy made The Umbrellas of Cherbourg. I probably butchered all of that, but it's alright. This is one of Damien Chazelle's favorite films of all time, and it's a huge inspiration for his masterpiece, La La Land. So go watch this movie and you'll definitely see parallels between this and La La Land and see where he got inspiration from. Besides all that cool stuff like inspiration for La La Land, it's just a really awesome movie, colorful, sad, dramatic, and even if you don't like the movie, that cover is freaking awesome. Up next is a prized possession in my collection. It's an autographed Criterion Blu-ray. I have Spike Lee's autograph up there. I didn't meet him in person, but his website sold these a few years ago. You may still be able to buy them now, but it's pretty cool that I have a Criterion signed by Spike Lee, the director of Bamboozled from 2000. This is kind of a lesser known film, one that's been hidden over the years, but it covers a lot of controversial subject matter, but he's really critiquing the racism that has been present in American, all mass media from America. So this is a really interesting movie. It's an angry rebuttal to American mass media. So Spike Lee is always taking big swings, and with this one, he hits the themes on the head right there. Up next is a pretty awesome film from Regina King from 2020, One Night in Miami, based on the stage play, and I cannot recommend this movie enough. The performances by all of the 4 main men that play Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, and Sam Cooke are absolutely incredible. She places it basically in one room, so it does feel like a stage play, but her direction gives the scenes and the setting just a lot of life. And I think this is her debut, and she could not have made it any better. I think this is an important work and one that everybody should see, especially like in Black History Month. You should pop this in, but it's just an important work all the way around. I cannot recommend it enough. Stanley Kubrick's Paths of Glory was probably the 3rd or 4th movie I ever bought, and it definitely contributed to my addiction to the Criterion collection, because this movie is stunning. It's probably one of the saddest movies I've ever seen. He covers the battlegrounds of World War I, the trenches, but then the last half of the movie goes into some kind of moral court case dilemma, and it's riveting stuff. Kubrick is obviously one of the best filmmakers of all time, and if you're dabbling into the Criterion collection, I think you have to pretty much collect every Kubrick they put out. And last but certainly not least is Martin Scorsese's The Irishman from 2019. This one is my favorite release in the whole Criterion collection because I'm such a massive Martin Scorsese fan. He is my all-time favorite director, and I would have been really sad if this just stayed on Netflix without ever getting a physical release. Not to mention that this like kind of box set packaging that they give it is incredible. All the special features that Criterion made are the best. This is the ultimate edition for any film, and I'm so glad that Martin Scorsese's The Irishman got this treatment, because I think it's a masterpiece. If Killers of the Flower Moon is indeed the masterpiece that I think it's going to be, I pray and hope that Criterion also releases that one. Also, if you don't love this movie, that's fine. I think you just got to respect that Scorsese's still out there taking huge risks, and he got a huge budget from Netflix to do this film. He slapped de-aging technology on De Niro and Pacino and Pesci and just went all out for this. He's always experimenting and taking big artistic risks, and he has more passion under his belt than any younger filmmaker out there today. I love Martin Scorsese, and I'm so happy that I can have this one on my shelf. To recap my recommendations, we have The Great Escape, The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, Bamboozled, One Night in Miami, Paths of Glory, and The Irishman.